Welcome to Bossivity World Podcast, where bossivity is the activity of every boss in high pursuit. Today, this is a legendary moment. We have a legendary figure in here who is a leader, a director, a producer, an actor, a mentor, General of Atlanta, Atlanta Falcons tickets back to back, Mr. ATL. How you doing, Mr. ATL?
Hey, man, I'm good. Time, man.
What's going on, man?
Maintain, man. Good to see you another day, man. It's a blessing, man.
For sure, big bro, man. It's an honor to have you in here, big bro. I've been trying to get with you for a little minute, man. What's going on?
Just working, man. Working the streets, man.
The movies got you busy.
Yeah, they got me busy.
I already know, man. Y'all need to tap into the movies too, man. Streets of ATL. Go to YouTube. So, where you originally from, big bro?
Hey, man, you see what's on my neck? Don't show ATL, man, from the city, man.
Oh, you born and raised from the city.
Man, greater baby.
Okay. And so, what year would you say you jumped out the port?
What year I jumped out the porch? Probably like, you're trying to get my age now, but we're going to say about 75, 76.
Okay, for sure. So, around that time, 75, 76, did you see the invasion of the Miami boys?
Well, yeah, Miami boys, that didn't take place till back, in the 80s. It really crunk up about 85, something like that. So, yeah, I was deep off the porch then. I was across the street, across the playground and everywhere then, man,
Okay, for sure. All right. So, did you see when the drug epidemic hit Atlanta?
Most definitely.
So what did that do to your life right then? What put us in that time frame? What was going on with you then?
What it do to my life? It made my life a hell of a life. That's what I thought at that particular time. When the crack epidemic hit the city, man. Money was everywhere, man. It was like banks were just throwing money out on the porch, man. Whoever wanted, man, all you gotta do is get that white thing, man. You can get all the money you can get, So. Yeah, I was in the middle of the 85 action, 85, 86, 87, 88, took me a fall in 89, but I was in it, man.
For sure. So, do you think that the drug epidemic, did it open the gateway for you to, start heading towards prison?
Oh, man, no doubt about it, man. I mean, hey, man, that's what sent me to prison, Everybody screamed about the crack and the money and all that, man. But the crack was a downfall of the black, generation, man. That was a downfall of our communities, man. Crack destroyed us as a people, man.
Right. So you end up going to prison what year?
1989.
Oh my God. And what year did you end up getting released?
2013.
2013?
Yeah.
How many years that was?
It's like 25 years, bro.
Oh my God, man. Listen, man. Y'all hear it, man. 25 years, bro. So during the course of these 25 years, how did you develop without a mother or a father around?
It's like, man, to me, prison was a challenge, mentally, physically, emotionally, it was a huge challenge. And me being who I built myself to be in the street, a leader, and one to stand alone and one to, stand for meaning. Throughout those 25 years, man, I just maintained my peace of mind, my sanity, It's just, it's just so hard to really explain how you make it behind that wall for those many years, but, it takes the strong to survive, and I was one of the strong, and I thank God for molded me to be who I am and who I've always been, because not everybody make it behind that wall, player.
Right. So you come home in 2000 and what?
13.
13. And you had to find a vision for yourself.
True.
You created yourself a director of movies.
Didn't even know it.
Didn't even know it.
Didn't even know it.
And so you went to start dropping them on YouTube as a sequence. I mean, as a series. So right now they can go to YouTube and put in what?
The Streets of ATL.
And they can see your whole series, not just one, not just two, minty, multiple. Right. Okay, that's what's up. You heard it here. All right. So In your time being on the street, what have you seen that's just, make you be like, man, that's awful. Like, man, I hate it's like this.
You talking about
Like
today's time?
today's, like right now, what you see that make you be like, man, damn.
Hey man, the youth. I look at the youth, brother, and I love the youth, man, and I've dedicated myself to trying to mentor and better the direction of the youth, and I see what's going on out here in society. Society is such an influential environment. It drives children to make bad decisions. Clothes, music, Instagram, games. It's just so much distractions out here for children today than there were for us back in our days, back in the 60s and 70s and 80s, man. But the youth, man, the direction and path that they taking, man, it hurts.
Right. So let me ask you this question then, bit, bro. You know how back in the day they used to tell us, hey, you need to chill out before you end up going to jail.
Right.
Around the 2000s, they started saying, hey, you need to chill out before you end up going to jail or somebody kill you.
True.
Right. So right now in this state, right now, 2024, do you think that a young man is most subject to prison or dying?
Hey, man, it's a 50-50.
Wow.
50-50, man.
That's a bombshell. So you mean to tell me that a young man out here in the streets right now has a 50-50 chance to going to jail or dying?
Exactly.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
It's real.
Right. So what would you say that the music has something to do with this, or is it the human decision?
Music has a big influence on people's reactions, because I'm sure people we can go all the way back to times that I haven't even studied for in the African cultures. They played the drums. The music does something to the body, it does something to the mind, it does something to the spirit. So if it did then, why doesn't it do it now? And I'm a firm believer that music in today's time also affects us as a people as it affected our African ancestors from way back then. So music is a big part of this. It is.
It's a big part of it. Man, you broke that down, man. You broke that down. I like that, bit, bro. So let me ask you a question then. So when you was coming up, what rap music and rappers was popular then?
Hey man, I used to love. It's crazy. I used to love Too Short, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you used to listen to Too Short.
I was a Too Short fan.
Okay.
I wasn't no NWA. I listened to it. You know what I'm saying? But it really wasn't my thing. I was a Too Short, man. And everybody know who Too Short was. That was what I was digging on right there, man.
Okay, so I want to ask you a question about today's hip hop. I'm gonna throw a couple rappers out there, and you tell me who you gonna listen to over who.
Okay.
50 Cent or Jay-Z?
Probably Jay-Z.
Mos Def or Common?
Common.
Chuck D or Big Daddy Kane? Messed them up then.
Hey, man.
Let's go.
Can I listen to one first and then listen to the other one next?
You got to choose, bit, bro.
Okay.
Chuck D or Big Daddy Kane?
I'm gonna take Chuck D.
All right. Scarface or Ice Cube?
You ain't got to put nobody with him, man. Scarface most definitely.
Okay, for sure. Busta Rhymes or Twista?
Busta Rhymes, man.
You messing with Busta Rhymes? Okay, Busta.
Sure.
All right. Master P or Dame Dash?
This might be a little biased right here.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna hold it back, man. Hey man, I'm gonna have to go with Dash, man, cause I got a situation with some cities. So I'm gonna have to go with Dash.
You going with Dame Dash?
I got to, man.
Right. So let me ask you another question. Was you around when the New Orleans crew came to Atlanta?
No, I was in prison.
You was in prison?
Yeah, I heard a lot about it.
Man.
I heard a lot about it.
You heard a lot about it?
Yeah.
Did it affect you in jail?
I would say so, because I had so many associates that was involved in it. And so yeah, it did kind of hit me kind of hard while I was in prison, because I'm like, man, I wish I was there with my men, man. You know what I'm saying? To help stand the ground, man, to fight the war on our streets.
Right. Right. Okay. So recently, LeBron James' son, Bronny James, was drafted to the Lakers with his father.
Congratulations.
How you feel about that, man, bro?
Hey, man,
Congratulations to him,
man,
by the
it's
way.
beautiful.
That's beautiful.
It's beautiful, man. It's history.
But why everybody hating on that though, bit, bro?
I mean, so many people want to be where some people are, and they can't get there. So they gonna stand at the bottom of that mountain, man, and they gonna hate on that man standing on the top because they want to trade places. But hey, you didn't put the work in that man put in to get on top of that mountain. So you where you supposed to be at the bottom.
Right. There you go. Boom. So recently, Keefe D was incarcerated for some statements that he made on a podcast. They came and got him. All right. So while he was in jail, Whack 100 came to trial. They put Whack 100 on the screen, and he said, "Hey, I'm willing to pay the $750,000 to get him out." So, how do you feel about a person trying to bond out a person who allegedly supposed to have something to do with Tupac's murder?
I mean, they say you're innocent until proven guilty. That's what they say. That's supposed to be the bottom line, innocent until proven guilty. So, I mean, if you're dealing with something like that, man, I love Tupac, man. That's my favorite man right there, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, like I say, man, that's been so long ago, man. I mean, and right now, I don't know what to believe, who to listen to, because whatever you're coming up with now dealing with this situation, why did it take? I don't even remember how many years it was. I think I remember what prison I was in. I was in Smith State Prison with him, but
Right.
mean, bro, that's been so long ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So why now?
Why now? Right. Okay. So recently, stories have developed on Bun B.
Yeah.
Bun B had his house, invaded, and he had to defend his home.
Right.
And however, it ended up to him getting subpoenaed to come to trial.
Right.
And he actually went to trial and got on the stand and shared tears about the situation with his wife.
True.
The streets is saying that was a form of snitching.
Okay.
Now, we already know that you have went viral from telling us the definition of a real nigga.
True.
Can you do on this platform today, can you tell us the definition of a snitch today? What is a snitch?
To me, the definition of a snitch is a person that speaks with law enforcement concerning something that they know, something that they heard, something that they've witnessed, but they have nothing to do with it. They don't have nothing to do with it. So you witness, hear, or whatever, however you find out about this information, and you go and tell the wrong person that you know is going to tell the next person, and eventually it's going to get to the police if you don't go to the police yourself. It's ways of snitching. You can tell him because he going to tell him, and it's going to get the way you want to be if you too scared to go directly to him. So, I mean, to me, a snitch is, you telling something to law enforcement that, it's against all codes, violation of rules and regulations all in the street.
Right.
Especially you in the street. Come on, man, you're a snitch, man. Whatever you see, you keep it to yourself. Whatever you hear, you keep it to yourself. So, just speaking the word to the wrong people, man, that's what a snitch is, man.
Right. Okay, so when it comes to a woman, is you taking her to Tiffany or Kay's jeweler?
Hey, man, that's kind of hard right there because I know I met women, they talk about it, Tiffany. And I mean, that's Tiffany it's a favorite to the women, man. Tiffany is a big favorite. So you know what? I think the older, responsible, mature woman gonna say Tiffany, man. I think the younger one might say K2.
Okay, for sure. So when she wants some clothes, where you taking her to? City Trend or Rainbow?
Hey man, I'm taking the City Trend, man. City Trend, man.
All right. So, would you buy her a $25,000 Birkin bag, or would you buy her a $10,000 rumor house to rent out?
Man, I don't even know what kind of question that is, man. The rooming house, man. You know, that's longevity, man. Come on, man.
But she wanted the Birkin bag for 20,000
Well,
though.
get what then? She need to go find the right nigga and gonna pay for it for her, cause I'm gonna get that rooming house for her. That was Deacon.
You go get the room out.
Yeah, man. When she bit in that corner, man, get what? I'm gonna start putting tenants in there till I do find the right one that want to do this right here. Man.
Big fat.
Yeah.
BBL or natural?
Natural, man. Come on, man.
Why everybody into the BBL bit, bro?
Hey, man, I don't know. I guess that's the young generation, man. Cause the old man, we want something soft, man. We don't want nothing hard, man. Life been hard enough, bro.
Right. So, what made you walk down the street and tell people the definition of a real nigga?
I can't really say what made me walk down the street and do that, man. Just be honest with you, you know, it was like I left some good brothers behind the wall, you know, and one of them just called me one day. They say, the whole family right here, man, you know what I'm saying? We just want to ask you one question, we gonna stand on whatever you say, man. We didn't agree. I said, okay, what the question is? They said, what's your definition of a real nigga? And you know, with anything I say, it comes off the top of my head and it comes from my heart. You feel what I'm saying? And I just gave them my spiel on my definition of a real nigga. And when I finished telling them what I said, they say, hey, do 2 favors. I said, what that is? Say, for one, go on Instagram, man, and tell the world what you just told her. Because that's the realest shit we ever heard. 2, if any nigga ever break that code that you just gave us, because we call you and ask you for this, but they're going to be punished. I said, hey, man, I gave y'all my definition, bro. That's all I can do, you know? And I went and made that video like they asked me to do.
Do you know that video is up 3,700,000 right now?
Yeah.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
But guess what you did? You set the standards of the definition for a real man. We didn't know. Young men out here didn't know before you made that video bit, bro. And I want to personally give you a congratulations and say thank you myself. You know what I'm saying? Because we really don't know the definition of a real nigga out here. We don't know what snitching is out here. But get what you just did. You just told that what it is. Communicating with law enforcement willingly. Wow. So, where were you in the year 2000?
The year 2000, let me see, what prison I was in. I don't know if I was in Waycross or Valdosta. I was in prison, man.
Right. So did you hear about the lights with the power was going out and God was coming back then? In prison?
Yeah, that's 1999, 2000. Yeah.
Did that affect prison?
I ain't gonna say that, man. I don't really think so, because I mean, man, you know, we behind that wall, man. We just trying to survive. We just, you know, we out the way. We put up, so we just trying to survive, man. And then you don't really think about what they talking about out here, man.
Right. You just lock in.
That's the world inside the world.
Okay. So what would you say would be the biggest thing that you learned in prison after doing 20 plus years?
The biggest thing I learned in prison, man, that ain't nothing worth losing my freedom for, man. Ain't nothing worth it, man. I take that back. It is one thing worth it, and that's a person that means something real hard right here in my heart. If you bother somebody that you ain't got no business bothering, and they in my heart, and you hurt them or you kill them, that might be the only thing I go back to prison for.
Wow, man, that was deep. That was deep.
Other than that, though, bro, ain't nothing worth going. Ain't nothing worth losing my freedom for ever again.
Right. So what developed your relationships with the Atlanta Falcons?
When I was young, my dad was a minister, God bless his soul. And,
shout out to Pop.
Through that. Tight end, Jim Mitchell used to go to my dad at church. And I was probably about 10, 11, maybe 12 years old, something like that. And Jim Mitchell told my dad one day, it was all season they weren't playing yet. He was like, why you don't never let D come to the football game? Dad said, it costs money and he be at church. He said, well, I'm going to give him some free tickets. I want him to come to the game. He need to come to the game, experience some football game. So Jim Mitchell, God bless him. I think he's passed away now too. He gave my dad 2 tickets for me to go to the game one Sunday. And hey, man, I've been in love with the Falcons ever since, man.
You at every game.
That's the only way I can miss church. I couldn't miss church without going to them games, man.
There's a fact. So recently I had a family member of mine. He was 20 years old. He was bad out here in Atlanta. Family member sent him out to Tennessee and Carolina. And he was trying to, work and stuff like that, but he was hanging with the wrong people and took the wrong drug, the fake drug. Yeah. For the young man who on the streets taking the fake drugs, what you have to say to him?
What I got to say to any man or woman out here taking drugs, period. Hey, man, drugs are temporary relief, man. That's all they are. They are temporary relief. And then some of y'all are not going to even wake up from this stuff, man. They designing drugs now to kill off populations. And that's what you got to realize that, man. And, I hate to say it, but, people look at us as a black race, man. And we face so much in life. Sometimes we just need that escape. So they feel like maybe they feel like we are the most users of drugs of their choice. So, hey, man, no drug is good for us, man. Nothing, man. If I had to say do anything, I'd say, man, fire you up, man. I don't even smoke. I'd say light you one up, man. Do it like that, man. Don't take nothing else, man.
Facts. Okay, so recently Rick Ross was at a show in Canada. This was yesterday. And he was trying to set up for like a Kendrick Lamar scene. And this crew of guys pushed up on him, and he like, yo, man, back up, man, y'all tripping. We trying to do something over here. So one of the guys told him to shut up and swung on him.
Yeah, I saw that.
You saw that?
Yeah, I saw that.
So what would you think that would do for the friendship between him and Drake now that one of the Canadian people done swung on?
I mean, Drake didn't swing on him. Every man makes his own decisions in life. Every man is responsible for his own actions.
Yeah, because people in the comments were saying like, hey, maybe Drake sent them.
Well, I mean, if it's truth to that fact, then me and Drake got a situation. But unknowing that Drake sent them, then whoever the guy that swung on him, he's responsible for his own actions. So that's what my focus is. The man that put his hands on me.
Yeah.
Now if I find out later on Drake sent them, then okay, Drake, man, you got a situation too. Now our situation gonna be bigger than that one.
Right.
But if that's not known, no truth to the fact of it being spoken, you ain't got no beef with Drake.
Facts. So Kendrick Lamar, Drake.
I ain't gonna even tell you why, but I'm gonna say Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, so recently there was some backlash on the mayor of Atlanta, Andrew Dickinson, about the water pipes in Atlanta. What do you have to say as one of the generals of Atlanta to the people who got something to say about this good mayor brother trying to help the city out?
Okay.
What do you have to say to the people about that?
This is what I have to say about it. For one, Mayor Dickinson, he doesn't work with the water work department. Number 2, Dickinson, he wasn't here when they put them pipes up under the ground 50, 60, 70, 80 years ago in Atlanta. You understand what I'm saying? Number 3, it's no way the man could have stopped what was going on. He's been the mayor, 2 years, maybe 3, something like that. I don't really keep up politics. So really what I'm saying is this here. You can't blame Andre Dickinson for what happened in the city of Atlanta with the water, something that was done before he was even born.
Right.
I do know, and I've heard this from factual people, that those pipes have been up under this ground in our black communities since the 60s, the 50s. Yeah, they gonna bust sooner or later. This man just got in office. He probably ain't even been told about that. He probably ain't even briefed about that. So he was just as shocked as anybody else was. So that's how I feel about that. That man holds no responsibility for what happened 2-3 weeks ago.
Right. Yeah, because people was like, man, they need to get him out of the office, man. I'm talking about all over Atlanta, everybody was mad at Mr. Dickinson about that, about the water pipe.
Like I said, how can you be mad at a person about something that they probably didn't even know about? You know, I can see if he was 60, 70 years old and he's familiar with, you know, this problem's coming about eventually. Man, this man ain't been off but a couple of years, man. No way that man know about these pipes been up underwater 60, 70 years in our African American community, man.
Right. Okay. So right now, Young Thug is on trial.
True.
And a lot of people is, coming up against him and, saying he was involved in this and involved in that. The way things looking in the comments, people is catching the judge and the DA, they throwing masonry signs and they got it's all kind of tactics going on with this thing.
Right.
Do you believe that those are expressions that they have failed in this case? They lost.
Most definitely, man. Come on, man. You know, it's like I hate to even say anything against or to downgrade our people. I really hate to do that for real. That's not a choice of mine. But I'm gonna just say this right here, man. That case is one of the most embarrassing. It should be one of the most embarrassing cases to the United States Justice Department and the people that are running it, from the judge down to the stenographer, down to the whoever secretary. Hey, man, they've been a disgrace that whole trial, man. So on thing I say, man, free thugger, man. When you get home, man, do your thing, man. Put that music out, man, because the city thirsty for it, man.
We waiting on you. You dig? So if there was something that you wanted to tell the young man right now on this platform, can you send a message out to them right now? What would you tell them?
The youth?
Yeah.
I would tell the youth that life isn't about today. Life is about the journey that's ahead of you, your future. You know, these are years of preparation. So if you fail yourself in your younger years and you never make it to the years that you can really advance and elevate in life, then you failed yourself. You know, I get tired of people saying the youth this, the youth that. I don't put all the blame on you, the youth. Even though your actions are what get you where you are in life, nobody knows why you act the way you act, why you react the way you act. They don't know what you've been through. They don't know what you go through every day. But me doing the type of work I do, I see it out there. And everybody say that the youth are a lost cause. I hate to even hear people say that. I get angry at them when they say that. You not no youth. They ain't no lost cause. Put into the youth. Let them know you love them. Let them know they got a future. Let them know that journey goes a long way. Two things that's gonna stop that journey: prison and death. Anything else, you can succeed. Every young person in the world can succeed.
You heard it right here on Bossivity World platform. Let me ask you this then, bit bro. What you got coming up next, bit bro? What's on the plate?
I got a movie I'm gonna finish filming within the next day or so. The name of my pain is my strength. You know, I think it's gonna be a very good movie. I'm gonna try to get it on the streaming platform. I'm years behind society as far as technology is concerned, because I did so many years in prison. So I say, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the furthest behind, I'm still about a 6.5 behind, man. You feel what I'm saying? But I do have a movie I'm finna finish up. Hopefully I'll be getting it put on a streaming platform, man. I think it's gonna do very well. So, hey, man, I'm finna light the city up, man, and show our city, man. I'm finna put on for my city budget. Let me get one budget. I'm gonna put on for our city. I promise you that.
Let's go. And that's one thing that everybody can say about you, Uncle D, is that you is so Atlanta, bro.
So ATL.
Feel what I'm saying? I believe, we ain't wishing it, but boy, when you're gone, you're gonna have one of the most biggest funerals of the city vets out here, bro. Everybody coming. But I want to ask you this before we head out. So right now, we are in election year.
Okay.
And, for many years, we've been depending on this Democrat, policy and administration. Do you think that it's good for the black culture to go Democrat again 2024?
Oh, let me ask you, what you got? Democrat, Republican,
Independent.
It's just those three?
Yeah, I think so.
I think we need to go independent one time. That's what I think. That's what I think. Definitely Democrat, and I'm the Republican. Let's go independent one time and let's see what the man standing on the island by himself got up his sleeve. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. Let's go independent.
Wow, you messed me up with that. I thought you was gonna darn show say go Trump way.
No.
Hey man, that
Go
let you know.
independent. Give a man a chance and ain't nobody watching.
Right. Right. Okay. And that sound like Kennedy. You know, Kennedy, the son. He running right now.
Okay.
Yeah, he trying to get funded the campaign.
I might need to get a sign made to put his name on it then. He might endorse me.
But man, I want to say, me personally, I want to say to you, I've been knowing you for at least 19, 20 years.
True.
Since I was a young man.
True.
And my memory of you back then and my memory of you now, you still have that same power, brother. You ain't lost that power, Big D.
Can't lose with God.
And man, it's amazing to see that, hey man, all that time you did, you ain't gave up.
I don't believe in that, man.
A lot of people expect us to give up, Big D, because they feel like we did enough time to not learn, to relearn the world.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And so to see you out here making movies, mentoring guys, producing movies, directing movies, man, this is just it show you the endless possibility to anybody's life. This man did 20 plus years.
Right.
So why is it an excuse for any other man?
But Leon, I don't believe excuses now. I don't even know why they made that word and put it in the dictionary. Because if it wasn't there, they wouldn't have it to use. You feel what I'm saying?
For sure. All right. Say less, man. I want to say, man, thank you so much for tuning in myself, bro. It is an honor to have this podcast and this moment with you. I hope that we can come again and I'll be organized, you know. However, what I do want to say is that you need to put me in one of the movies,
I got
big
you
bro.
covered, I promise. I promise.
I'm ready.
Right now, man.
I'm ready, big bro.
I got you too.
Yeah.
And you better show out too.
I'm gonna show out, man. I'm gonna remember them lines, man. I'm telling you.
Okay.
All right. But however, man, thank y'all for tuning in. I am your brother Bossa Nova, where bosstivity is the activity of every boss in high pursuit. We was in the building today with Mr.So ATL, the director of Atlanta Films.
A little homie behind the wall called me and said, nigga, really come from the heart, man, from the deeds that you perform in life. You understand what I'm saying? Taking care of your children, taking care of your family, being that cornerstone, man, you know, being there for your parents when they get old and need you, man. Being there for your partners, man, when they need a shoulder to lean on and a helping hand in life. That's a real nigga, man, being real from